Well, hello, dear ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another awesome art stream. This is your slightly still sick host, Nemo. Welcome, Fictional Key Art, and everyone else. So, I really want to try to get this done, if possible, today or next time on stream. So let's see what we can do. But before that, I'm sorry for the sniffles, by the way. Before that, I wanted to mention, as you might have probably already read elsewhere, I have launched a mentorship program. So you can go to theartofnemo.com/mentorship to learn more about it if you want and get in touch. That's a price, so it's 250 euros for 4 weeks, or 450, so saving 50 euros for 8 weeks. That's basically 2 months. And that's the sponsor for today, so I sponsor myself. Okay, let's get to it. Hey, casual. Hey, yeah, a little better. I'm trying to stream. I was coughing like hell until an hour ago, but it seems a little better now, so I want to give it a try and see how it goes. My voice is still weird. I feel every single letter in my head, especially M's and N's because of the nose. So there's that. Alright, let's see where we can get with this. Hopefully to a decent place today. I hope you guys are doing well, by the way, and are not affected by annoying colds or similar physical ailments like allergies or whatnot. Alright. Really want to get this done this time. I'm going to do my best. Probably not going to finish it 100%, but man, I sure hope that at least I take it to a more complete of a finish. Oh, better pause, Google Drive, wait. Pause. Phew. There you go. Hey, the art of industrial media magic. Hello. Okies. Let's try some darker. Yeah, actually. Textured pen. I don't know what I want to do with these, let's call them veins. Not exactly veins, but they could be mistaken for veins. There isn't really much left apart from cleaning things up. So let's clean things up. I actually have a reference. That's not exactly a reference. An inspiration that I got a few months ago. That is probably something I can get close to with this kind of layering that I'm using. So using the pen I'm using now and triangle brush. It's some card dragon thing for, I think it was Rage of Bahamut. Probably. I wouldn't bet my head on it, but let me see. Inspiration. I think I saved it. Probably. It's very slowly. Oh, there you go. if it opens. This one. Yes, it is Rage of Bahamut. Pretty cool. I like this. I like this a lot, actually. If I can zoom in. Oops, not like that. Yes, thank you, Windows Photo Editor. No, I can't zoom in. This is 100%. It's a pretty neat rendering. Kind of different from. It's not exactly what I want to go for, but it gets close. It's something in between Yu-Gi-Oh and what Miyamoto Kawa gets. So, pretty sick. Pretty sick. I like the tail a lot. I like the going across the form of the shading. Pretty cool. Yeah, very cool piece. I'm not sure who exactly made it, but props to him or her. You know what, this can just go. Just go, go, go. You hear me sniff a lot because I cannot breathe through my nose basically, so every once in a while I try. It's very disconcerting. So hopefully it's not too disturbing. In fact, it would be way worse if I were to blow my nose, because I can't. Maybe I should ditch the textured aspect of the pen and just texture. And just a pen without texture, sorry. Pen it without texture. Today I watched Logan while I was eating. Well, yesterday evening actually, to be precise, and today. Nice. Some things left me kind of, but it was not bad. It was not too bad. I mean, it was okay. I think it was a nice wrap up of the X-Men universe. I didn't follow it very closely. Except for the very beginning when I was in middle school, I think, and then high school a little bit, but then I kind of dropped out the series or the universe. It's a watchable movie. It's kind of entertaining. Very very bloody. Kind of makes sense though. It's Wolverine, so. Hey Scorpy, welcome in. Welcome to our mad chat. How are you doing today? So this is a bad idea. Actually, I had to do this. Sam and I have been watching Obi-Wan together. Okay. So what do you think? I thought it was okay, even if... So I only watched it once and not very carefully, so... I might change my opinion if I watch it again. I thought it was okay. Some things were just out of place, I think. Something probably never happened in the original lore. Which is very concerning. I just wish some things had gone differently in the show. I think it's okay. Everything with Obi-Wan and Vader is good. Everything else is mediocre. But yeah, I would say yeah, mediocre for me. Everything else was kind of mediocre. I did like the inner conflict of Obi-Wan though. I think it was kind of well played. Like, I understand, you know, why he would be in that kind of condition. Kind of PTSD a little bit. I don't like Leia's child actress. Oh yeah, God, yes. Especially the evil Sith lady. God, she was bad. Bad. Like, really, really bad. Like, in terms of pure acting, Jesus. No, man, no. That's not how you should act. I'm not an actor, but geez. I watch movies. So, that's not a good actress. The least, in my opinion. The first scene with Obi-Wan and Vader in the mine is really good, though. Yeah, it is. It is very suggestive. Very evocative. Sorry. I made a fan character for a game, and for some reason spent a long time just on making the text look like the game's font. It's fine. Sometimes we get caught up in the littlest details, the smallest details. It happens to me as well. A lot, actually, more than I like to admit. So, no worries about that. Does it still work? Oh. No, it doesn't. I had set up a shortcut for this Photoshop, but it's not working anymore, so that I didn't have to control Alt-Z every single time. It's just space, not space, like the custom space bar on the one-handed keyboard. Obi-Wan's character is great, though. I like that he's quiet and humble, yeah. But cynical in a believable way compared to Luke in The Last Jedi, yeah. I really liked the intro, like when he was working, you know, in the, I guess a butchery. It really feels like very humble, like, you know, I went through this horrible thing, I just don't want to think about it anymore. I'm like in exile now, so just, I don't want to hurt anybody, just let me be. It felt very, like, very understandable as a condition after what happened in the Revenge of the Sith. Obi-Wan isn't cracking appropriate jokes when he really shouldn't as a character. Yeah. Totally. Yeah, too bad for the actress they chose for Leia. She was very annoying. Very annoying. Like a kind of know-it-all type of kid. So... I get it. They were trying to go for the kind of tongue-in-cheek character of the first Star Wars, but yeah, nah, not very successful, I think. It is too bad that they screwed up Mandalorian Season 3. I liked it up to Season 2. I think the ending of Season 2 was appropriate and should have not continued any further. Like the show should have not continued. It didn't make any sense, but hey. An interesting character I made at first, they were like a villain, and then they were they were just a ghost fish that wants revenge because they got killed by a human. I see. That is an interesting character. There's just stuff that's nitpicky, but it bothers me, like the Black Sith lady can pull information from someone's mind in one episode, but then another take her to the interrogation. Oh, that's true. That is true. Yeah, there are some inconsistencies. I really don't remember much about it right now, but when I was watching it, I remember thinking, like, why didn't this happen before? Like, why was this possible before and now it's not? A lot of things seem like a plot device or a convenience. So, a little lazy. Hey, Fruit Punch. Hello. Welcome in. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. I'm doing a little better. B, not so much. Just a little better. Enough for me to be able to stream, at least. I don't mind having the capability to read people's minds, but when you introduce powers like that, you have to keep it consistent, of course, yeah. Yeah. I feel like this part is falling apart, so let me rebalance it a little bit. I'm gonna go a bit darker here. New texture, oops. So if let me see again. There should be, the more I press, the more texture I see, right? Okay. I really want to get a little faster with these because I would like to crank out monsters like I did for RPG Maker, but in this kind of rendering style. Maybe just a little too much, something a little less, but kind of. I was thinking that multiple times when the bad guys just catch the heroes, get on a ship and leave. Can't you just jump really high and get in the ship? That's right. Yeah, because Jedi and Sith can jump pretty high. Oh, that happened. Actually, exactly this thought happened to me. When was it? A couple days ago. I'm not sure what I was watching. Maybe it was for the Batman. And I thought, this should really not be happening because this other thing is possible. I forgot though. I forgot. I forgot. Here, mix them maybe like this. Keep it. I don't want this to be too obvious. Too obvious, no. Not too much. And this pen really helps a lot defining borders. Very useful. This brush, I mean, like it a lot. Although it is technically wrong according to this style. It is okay. Whatever gets me, close to it. I'm gonna use a little bit of atmosphere. More than that. One thing I was surprised by was how short the episodes are. They are, yes. They are short. And they'll last very long. I think the first one was longer though, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm not remembering wrong. I believe the first one might have been a little longer. And then the following episodes were shorter. Right? Correct me if I'm wrong, please. It's been a while. I'm fine with that though. They feel pretty complete and overbloated. Yeah. I cannot complain too much. As I said, it's an okay show. It was enjoyable, at least. And it didn't fall short like other shows. Like, I watched the Moon Knight actually without the... and it was okay for a few episodes, and then it completely lost me. Like, the last 3 episodes probably. Yeah, probably more than that. I felt like, why am I still watching this? It was a little, you know, a little, what the hell is going on here? What happened to the writing? Because it started out pretty interestingly. Then, when they introduced the girl character, the fiance, who, well, I can't really talk too much about it. Technically, it's spoilers. So anyway, something that happens at some point is really weird, especially in the final episodes. It's, I don't know. I'm not super familiar with the comic book, so that's something that might happen in there too. But the way it happens in the show is not very cool. Not very cool to see. I feel that about certain series. I'll watch one season and say, yeah, it was good. I don't need any more. Yeah. One show I would have really liked to see more of was what was the name now? So it was about an asteroid that was supposed to hit the Earth. What was the name now? I watched it last winter. Do you know what I am talking about? It was on Netflix. It is, or it was, so the protagonist is named Liam. And it's not even exactly the protagonist. Salvation, yeah, Salvation. Yeah, that one. I liked it a lot. The one with Santiago Cabrera. I liked that actor so much. In fact, when I watched The Musketeers, I think it was a BBC series, back in the days, the first season, I didn't watch the second one ever. he was playing Armis, and he was my favorite actor in that show, and he still is in Salvation as well. He plays he plays God. I suck so badly with names. I'm also sick, so man. For some reason, I think David Krenz, but that's an artist. Anyway, a rich guy who's got a company. It's basically Elon Musk. And it's a very interesting character. I think these claws shouldn't really be like this. So let me fix it. Darius what? Tans. Darius Tans. Darius Tans. That's the name. I did look it up. Very cool character. Very cool. Really like the style. Really like the acting. Overall, I think it's too bad that they never made a season 3. It is one of my favorite shows ever. Although there are some parts I really don't like. I think they are unnecessary, like the whole basically not love story, but the whole romantic thing with Liam and the girl. That is completely irrelevant to me. It just didn't feel like it was part of the show itself. It felt like a useless subplot. And on the other hand, I really liked was she working for the FBI? Anyway, the blonde woman. Very good actress there as well. I forgot her name. It's been over a year, so forgive me. But you should check if you're considering watching any show. You should really give it a try because it's pretty cool. Hey, chicken sketching fossils, welcome back. It's been a while. We have missed you. How have you been? Well, I think you've been here a little more recently than when I remember, but since I am profoundly sedated by medicines right now, I apologize for my lack of memory. Busy, super busy, yeah. I understand. I'm kind of busy too recently, with kids being around and whatnot, so I find it a little more complicated to stream. Oh, come on, color pick. There you go. Oh, you got your comic up? You want to link it? Or send the link to me so that I can share it? What is it about again? You got the biggest design style update. That's cool. Yeah, wait, you were in the Discord, right? If you want, just share it. I'd love to take a look at that. I'm also... I wouldn't say I am an avid comic book reader, but I do read comic books every now and then. Especially Batman and sometimes the X-Men, but mostly Batman. Are you into inking stuff? And yes, I am. In fact, some of my earliest illustration jobs were inking jobs. Oops, just inking. That's a huge improvement there. You whispered it. It isn't readable. Oh, it's a visual story. Interesting. Let me see. Oh, webtoons. Let's see. Is it something like that I can share, or is it not safe for work? Let me see. Apologies. Chapter 1. I'm gonna. Let's see if I can. Can I share the link? Do you want me to share it or not? I do want to get into comics so much. That's pretty cool. Sure. Okay. So let me get the actual link you sent. So I can, because it redirects me. Let me see if this works. Alright. And this should send... Okay, I'm going to send it on Discord and I will send it on YouTube as well. There you go. Everyone, go check it out. I'm going to take a closer look later, but it looks cool. It really makes me want to work more on my own comic. It's just that it takes so long and I have so little time. Like, so little time. I've got the setting, the characters, and a few stories written. Or outlined, at least. One is actually written. The second is mostly outlined. But, man, does it take a lot of time to draw. That would be like a 22-page comic book. Inspired by Batman, and it is very long to do. So it's, I don't know if it will ever be published. I hope so. It's very introspective. Yeah, I sure hope to be able to share it one day if I get at least one issue finished. When I was a kid, I was making some comics. It was mostly like ridiculous Dragon Ball spin-offs, but I was 11, 12 or so, and I was having fun doing that. Because it is fun. It's very cool. I suck at writing. I did use ChatGPT to correct my grammatical errors and whatnot, and to figure out, basically to brainstorm some things and figure out places, transitions between scenes, basically like getting some feedback from a person, which you can obviously not get unless you know a person that can do that and has enough free time to help you. Otherwise, Chase would not be able to work his own job, because I would just ask him things all day. And speaking of, once my voice is back to normal, like no more nose presence, I hope in the next couple of days, I will record a video, like for YouTube, with my thoughts about the whole thing with AI generated images and whatnot, because I've been getting a little upset with some people recently on Fiverr, with which I tried to have nasty discussions, but it wasn't possible because they're round like a damn gumball. I thought I was the only one to ask ChatGPT for feedback. No. I use it, I have the Pro version, like Plus. I use GPT-4 for basically feedback on ideas. Like, okay, be my mirror and let's talk about this. And let me try, like help me figure things out. Help me reason things out. Because when you write something, when you expose something to someone, it becomes clear if it doesn't make sense. So I use it for that, basically. And it's been really useful. I used it to to finalize the script for that video I just mentioned too, which is ironic to a degree because it's a video about AI. So, but it is useful as a tool. Like if you use it like that, why not? It's like having an assistant or something, or someone knowledgeable you can actually talk to anytime, and it's going to give you some decent information. You use it right now to help with coding. I understand. I used it too. I also have I installed the trial for GitHub Copilot, and that is incredible. It just auto-completes code using the same code style that I use in the same page. That is pretty insane. I'm back. I was sending the mascot update on Discord. Sure. No worries. And welcome back. Unfortunately, I think I've reached ChatGPT limits, and now I need human feedback. I reach those too sometimes, because at some point it stops being creatively responsive and it just goes standard answer. Like, yeah, but you know, you can try this. And I said, yeah, but you already said that. Yeah, but did you try this? I'm like, yes. I said, no, I don't like this. I was trying to figure out the name of a place for that story. I'm like, hey, I like this. Why don't you, can you help me figure out some synonyms for this? Or is there any variation we can try? And it was like, oh yeah, well, why don't you try this? And I'm like, no, I already said no. Okay, why don't you try this one? It was the previous one, so that's pretty annoying. His name is Daniel. What is GPT? What? Sir, have you been living under a rock in the last year or so? No offense. It's a chat bot, AI chat bot. It's actually GPT itself. GPT is it's a, what's it called? Pre-trained transformer. It's a generative pre-trained transformer, and it's a system. It's an AI system that is based on a technology called transformer, or not exactly a technology. It's like neural networks, but better, as far as I can understand it. But Chase here is better at explaining it, probably because he works for an AI company. But ChatGPT is a chat that implements GPT-4, the latest iteration, and it's basically a personal AI assistant. So you can ask it anything, and it's going to do it, or it's going to reply to you about it. In the chat version, it cannot do anything apart from replying text-wise, and it cannot read images or stuff like that. But the technology is there, so it's just that it's limited, so they won't let it do it. Yes, the short version is it's a language model that uses deep learning. See, that's much more concise, and that's why he's a writer and I draw. Also banned in Italy, also true. That is very controversial. Our government doesn't want that to be banned because it's absolutely insane. What if I paid for it? I'm not in Italy now, but I paid for it. So what happens if I go back to Italy now? I cannot use my GPT anymore. So the point is that someone accused it or OpenAI to be stealing information, and because OpenAI didn't know what to reply about that, they just blocked it for now, which is insane, in my opinion. And if you want my honest opinion, it stepped on someone's foot. So the presence of this stepped on someone's foot in Italy, and they did not want it to be popular, because this never happened before. Never ever happened. Like, come on. When we had the Facebook scandal, nobody said, "Oh, let's block Facebook." They didn't. So why all of a sudden you're blocking a tool that is not really collecting information? I mean, maybe somehow, but you're giving them through the tool willingly. You're actually talking with it. So are you really thinking that the data you talk about is not used to retrain the model? Come on. From what I understand, Italy was more concerned with privacy violations than technology. Yes, that's correct. Welcome back, Scorpy. But it's not Italy that is concerned. It's just a bunch of... I can't say this. Let's say intellectuals. Probably. That summon an authority. That's not exactly an authority. And they're raising concerns about, hey, well, how is this data being used, and blah blah blah, and like nobody cares. Like quite literally, nobody complained about any privacy violation or anything, as far as I know. So there was no scandal, nothing. And again, since they didn't do anything for Facebook, why would they do anything for this? It's just that someone is not happy with technology. It's hurting someone's interest. And so they're blocking it. That's as simple as it goes. That's how it works in Italy because everyone is corrupted. But the government is now, as far as I can understand, is against this measure, and it's trying to figure out how to have it re-enabled for everybody. Because that is completely illiberal and insane for me. I don't think it should be banned like that. You shouldn't ban the use. You should regulate some things of some companies, if anything. Banning is not the right way because people are going to find another way to use it anyway with, like, say, a VPN. Meanwhile, I heard in the US, someone is proposing to fine people that use VPNs. I don't know if that's true or not. I was told yesterday. Chase, can you confirm? Or anyone else in the US in the chat maybe lurking? I still remembering when I was in a server and I was almost being cancelled all because it didn't like vegans. I understand. I have been kicked out of a place because I was expressing ideas that they did not like about Japan. So, but yes, you willingly give it information, and they warn you about giving personal information. That's right. I used it extensively. I never felt like I was being robbed of my private data. If anything, I knew while writing something even personal that this data is probably going to be used to inform the next model, and I'm fine with it. Like, I don't care, honestly, because if it's used to create something that works better, then it's fine. I'm fine with it. I don't think the data they collect is going to be used for ads, to be frank. So I don't really have major issues with it. There have been some Congress members floating the idea, but people in Congress don't understand technology in general, let alone VPNs, I guess, yeah. That's the same thing the guy who told me that said about your legislators. Not a very bright picture, basically. You should look up the clip of the TikTok hearing where the guy asked if China can access his own Wi-Fi. I don't know, do we have any Chinese person in the chat? I might want to reply about that. Oh god, that's ludicrous. Oh, I can imagine that guy like going, like hiring a web developer and starting to ask all these seemingly smart questions that make no sense. Like, oh, is the database gonna be powered by JavaScript? I don't know. are we gonna use? Man, I remember there was a bunch of words that used to be pretty popular, like everyone would use. I can't remember right now. Also because I'm doing something else. But you know what I mean, right? That people that want to sound like they understand technology, they start using all these terms that make absolutely no sense in the context. I feel like my computer is being a little more silent today. That's how I feel about people talking about AI right now. Yeah. Especially you, right? Because you're like, hey, I've been doing this job for a while. You know, these people come around and they're like, hey, you know, the GPT is you know, it's an AI. It's an AI powered database interface. It uses machine learning to enhance the capability of MySQL databases. I heard it's a T800. But that would be too difficult of a quote to understand probably for them. Yeah, but there are people like that. They act like they know everything about some specific thing, but they really don't. I'm not a super expert about AI, but I was diving into it way before this whole thing. In fact, I found some early pathetic attempts that I had made to make something AI-like on this computer. So it was like 2019 probably. Then I realized I don't have the resources because this computer sucks. And I had to stop. Like, literally, it would crash. If I try, because I tried the other day, if I try to train a model to translate a single language to English, like Japanese, it crashes. Using Pandas, sorry, with Python. So, there's a lot of dumb crypto bros that jumped into AI now that the crypto market collapsed. And they post things like, oh my god, AI is planning to kill us. I know, because I specifically asked how it would be achieved. Well, that's amazing. GTV is AI that TikTok says it's self-conscious. I'm not sure about that. But before saying that it's self-conscious, you should be able to define what consciousness is. And that is no trivial matter. In fact, it will be impossible to know if AI is conscious until we figure out what consciousness is. Exactly. Unless you give a definition of consciousness, you cannot know if something is conscious or not. We assume that we are conscious, but we do not know exactly what it means. We cannot say, okay, this is the definition of consciousness. God, it's so late already. I didn't finish this yet. Oh, man, I'm so slow. It's also because I'm talking, otherwise it would be a little faster. Not much, but a little bit. Because I could finish the dragon in 12 hours. So the dragon that I use as an avatar as well, that would have been finished at this point. 100%. Yeah, it's not just for the time it takes to read. It's that if I split my attention, then I just become slower in general. It's okay. If this takes too much longer than I had planned, like if I not finish it this week, I am going to finish it on my own, and that's gonna be it. And then I will post the final result. Oh, kind of a joke. Okay. You step that believes it. Yeah, a lot of people believe that. A lot of people believe a lot of things nowadays, so. Man, I'm sweating. It got hot again all of a sudden. And my computer's fan and CPU are not helping the situation. Okay, this is not cool. Can we make this a little more uniform, please? Yeah, this is too much. This is too dark. And this, like if there's a sliver light here, it's probably supposed to continue here, so it's supposed to do something like that. Ah, damn sniffles. Would you ever go away? Would you ever go away? This needs to be continuing here. Something like that. And I probably want to get rid of that. A video talking about AI villains that usually work because it would need serotonin, the thing that makes us feel emotion. It wouldn't be able to use AI wouldn't be able to use it, right? Well, serotonin is more like a pleasure hormone, I guess. It makes you feel satisfied. As far as my understanding goes, I'm not a neuroscientist. Kind of the happiness hormone, basically. If dopamine is the want hormone, the desire hormone, serotonin is probably the happiness hormone. It's called a happiness hormone in the sense that it makes you feel satisfied. Versus cortisol that makes you feel stressed. And a high presence of cortisol in your blood is also gonna make you age faster. Things you don't know, really. So stress makes you look older and helps you get older faster. I'm pretty sure I am getting older faster right now because I am very stressed. Oh, I look like trash today. I'm glad I don't use webcams because I look like, you know, the movie I mentioned before, Logan. I look like Logan right now. Save the beard a little bit, but I look completely trashed. I'm looking like I'm just out of a bar fight or something. And I'm not. Serotonin is used for many processes, memory, cognition, pain, etc. Says Chase. It's funny because I read about neurochemicals and science and whatnot, and then a few months later, I just completely forget. So I do remember I knew these things, but I cannot remember the things per se. So I would have to go back and reread my notes, because otherwise I can't remember. It sucks to be old. No, I just have a limited amount of RAM, I guess. Just a limited memory bank. You look like Logan. I don't look like Logan, but I am as trashed in that movie. No, I wish. No, I don't look like Logan. Sadly, I don't look like anything like Hugh Jackman. That would be cool. I like him as an actor. He seems like a very cool guy. But no, I just look very trashed today. I imagine you look like Cynic's beard. It's not exactly beard. It's a stubble. How do you say that? That I have because I don't like to shave every day. I am pretty slim on average, especially in the last few years because I'm very stressed. No, I just meant to say that I just look really bad. Like I got dark circles around my eyes. In fact, I called my mom, and she's like, "Are you dying?" Because I'm not looking good right now. Partially because I'm still kind of sick, but mostly because I have very poor sleep recently. I am not able to sleep well here because it gets bright very early. I got up, well, I woke up at 5:44 this morning, and it was already bright, and that's so annoying for me. I don't like it one bit. Japan life, yeah, that's right. I mean, it happens. Sometimes you don't sleep. It's normal. But here, it's like, oh, come on. Like, why is the sun so merciless? Why does he have to get up so early? What's wrong with them being in the wrong time zone? Jesus. They should have been 1 hour late. What's the point of the sun getting up, like, sunrise at 5 a.m. and then sunset at 6, when you could have sunset at 7 and a much more decent sunrise at 6? That I do not. I mean, I do understand. I know why they did it. It's because of commercial reasons. They want to be in the same time zone as China and Korea because they were their main commercial partners. But I hate it. I wish I could use a time machine more efficiently. Well, can you explain us how you use it inefficiently? If you have a time machine, would you mind please sharing the technology with us? Because I am in dire need of that. Very dire need right now. Well, one could make a very, very wise use of such a technology. So please, Mr. Chicken Scratching, or just chicken, please share technology with us. What's funny is that my PC has a touch screen, so it's easier to zoom in when I'm drawing. Okay, cool. Lucky you. I guess you got a Surface computer, Microsoft Surface. Oh, use a time machine to give me infinite time. That's not exactly a time machine per se, because you're still, if you use a time machine, you're still getting older, right? You need something like the training, or not? No, because you get older there too, like the training chamber in Dragon Ball. You need something that stops your aging, basically. That's how you get infinite time. You stop your aging, and so you get infinite time to do whatever you want. At some point, though, you'll probably stop doing anything because you say, "Well, I can do it tomorrow. I can do it tomorrow." And then it's year 4 billion something, and the sun is dying, and you're gonna die too. I have an art tablet with hotkeys, so I just use those to zoom in and out. Nice. What is it? I got a Cintiq 16. It doesn't have hotkeys, but I have a one-handed keyboard on my left that I use. I want an immortality machine or reverse aging. Stop aging is okay. I would like to go back to when I had more hair. If anything, I would like my hair back because years of stress just acted as a natural repellent, a natural disturbant and poison for my poor hair, for my once prosperous scalp. I had a lot of hair, like a lot. People used to tell me like a freaking lot of hair, like super thick and dark, and so that's very sad. So yeah, reverse aging would work, and then stop aging. Reverse and then stop. That could stop for me. Good, that could work for me. I'm okay. I would have no issue just getting gray hair, but I don't want to lose my hair. It sucks. Big time. Ahuyan. Okay, cool. Hey, Slime. Hello. Welcome in. Welcome in, Mr. or Miss Slime. I forgot. Did you chat with us already? Forgive me, I'm sick. So my brain, my already very non-functioning brain is working even worse these days. You can probably notice by my sniffles, by the way. I apologize for those. Okay, now it's just about looking here and there. I'm gonna have to fix the arms a little bit, yeah, because the leg is that orange, and the arms cannot be like this. No way. Hue saturation increases it too much. Okay, like that works. Graphic or screen? Mine? It's a display tablet. So I draw. Oh, you prefer graphic? Really? Is it for the feeling it gives? Like the scratchiness, basically, of the surface? I have to be honest. When I was using my Intuos Pro, it was an Intuos 4, I believe. I did prefer the feeling compared to this Cintiq, but it's still much better than any iPad. I cannot draw on the iPad, even with the screen protector that's slightly textured. It's just way too smooth for me. I am, as I mentioned when I did the on paper stream, that I might do it again. I might actually do it this week. I love the feeling of just scratching on paper with a pen. That's my favorite feeling when I draw. And so I miss that a lot. I do not enjoy drawing digitally as much as I enjoy drawing traditionally. So when I switched to this, I was like, hey, this feels kind of like a screen. Oh, surprise, surprise, it is a screen. So it is a little annoying, but I guess I'm gonna live with it. Too much I'm gonna have to live with it because I need it. I just cannot work well if I do not draw where I am. Like if I do not see where I'm drawing, I'm so much more imprecise, and it's really disturbing for me. Really, really disturbing. To the point that I want to stop drawing at some point. The point that I want to stop drawing at some point. That's a very nice sentence. What art program are you using? This is Photoshop. But okay, right. I can use. I could have used Clip Studio today because I imported my brushes in Clip Studio, and they're working pretty fine. The only thing that I didn't figure out in Clip Studio yet is some layer adjustments like I have in Photoshop. That might still give me some headaches, but I'm trying to transition to Clip Studio, and I probably will because it's just better. Way better than Photoshop. It's got more tools. It's more versatile. It's got a 3D assets you can just drop in and use, like draw hands or bodies in different complicated poses. I might make a video about it. I'm probably going to pay. I have version 1. I have a license for version 1. 1.2 I think is the latest, and I think I will pay $19 to upgrade to Clip Studio 2 because it's got like the camera AI thing. So basically you drop a 3D model in your scene, and then you use your camera to select a hand pose. Like you actually move your hand, and the camera is going to track it. Any webcam is going to work. It's going to track it, and it's going to pose the hand in the same pose you have your real hand in. That's awesome. That's insane for just drawing hands. While you should know how to draw hands without that, sometimes you just need it. Okay, you just need that. It's gonna be incredibly useful. Pretty bad when a free art program is better than hundreds one. Yeah. I mean, Clip Studio is not too expensive, although they said they will adopt a subscription program as well now for updates. So you get this version, like I can get the upgrade for $19, and then I have to pay $25 a year if I want to keep the version updated. I don't think I'll do that. I'm just gonna stick with the one I have. But you can use Krita. Krita is free, or a Medibang. I think that's also free. Procreate is like $12, 14 maybe now. So overall, oh, you use Krita, cool. Ever since 2 years ago. Yeah, it's a nice software actually. I use it for a while, just to experiment with it. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's got all you need, basically. Scorpio uses Autodesk Sketchbook Pro. Never used. I think I might have tried it actually, but I never really used it extensively. I don't know much about it. Excuse me. I know Trent Kanuga made a video about it. Actually, more than one video. So I know he uses it every now and then. Okay, let's. I'm gonna have to stop because I gotta go. But okay, this is almost done. I think I'm gonna finish it next time. I'm gonna have to clean up the feathers and some rocks, but we're very close. If I get another hour and a half, 2 hours probably, I can finish this. I think. Might have to fix the tail there. I kind of hated Krita at the start, but pushed through the to learn the tools. Yeah, I tend to hate every new piece of software I use, honestly, because that's how I am. Usually, I'm a very habits type of person, so that's the whole reason why I'm still using Photoshop. It's not because it's better. It is horrible. but I'm used to it, and I find it just very hard to switch. Because I'm used to my hotkeys, I'm used to my brushes and the feel and the pressure sensitivity and whatnot. But it's not the end all be all, you know. It's just that I'm used to it, and it's a hard limit that I'm trying to overcome that I have. Just not being able to use new things because I am not lazy, but I want to be as efficient as I possibly can when I work. Either whether it's a personal project or actual work, it doesn't matter. I just want to be productive and efficient. I don't want to fight the tool, so it's gotta ring right. If it rings well with me, then I'm probably gonna use it. Anyway, these are gonna need to be blurred because yes, jeez, this is too much detail here. It's looking good, looking pretty good. I've been using Autodesk Sketchbook since 2018. It's hard to use a different one. I understand. That's exactly what I mean. Like, I've been using this since, I don't know. I've always used Photoshop. And now Sai also, Photoshop and Sai. But if I can have the functionality of both in Clip Studio, then I'm gonna just use that, basically. So, before I close, I want to mention one thing again. Is it working? Let me use a private window this time so I do not see my WordPress stuff. So I launched an art mentorship program. If you're interested, theartofnemo.com/mentorship. It's also the sponsor of this video. I sponsor myself. Oh, gotta go. Okay. See you, chickens catching fossils. See you next time. So basically, it's a personalized mentorship program that we can work on. Every week, we're going to schedule like a Skype video call. We'll have assignments. We'll see exactly what you should work on, and so on and so forth. Right now, it's €250 for 4 weeks and $450 for 8 weeks. So it saves you $50. If you're interested, just let me know. You can also get in touch like with other means, like on Discord or whatnot, if you know me. It's fine, but this is the thing. So if you're interested, just let me know. It would be cool to work together. And with that, Matthew said, I hated Krita, but no, okay, it was him. I read it. Yes, everybody, thanks for tuning in today. I really hope we can finish this and clear the few mistakes that I made tomorrow or in the next, in the current week. So, yes, have a good day, morning, night, whatever it is, and I will talk to you next time. Take care.